So, good nutrition throughout the life is essential to good health. Eating a healthy diet can help to reduce the risk of obesity, coronary heart disease, stroke, some types of cancer, types 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, and tooth decay. So hello everyone, my name is Nikhil. Welcome to all of you to your podcast to my natures. My dear friends, in our today's podcast, we are going to understand what are the different types of diets and their benefits. So let's get started. So firstly, understand the concept of a healthy diet. So it is a diet which helps to cope up with many common non-communicable diseases and malnutrition. From the last 2 decades, due to an increase in population all over the world, all over the globe, the demand of food has also increased a lot. So to complete the demand, we have to produce more food by commercial methods. So the foods which are produced by commercial methods contains high amount of energy, high amount of salts, sugars, and many additives which can be very harmful. And along with all these things, urbanization has also begun. Due to all these things, everyone's life has become so fast and busy that they are unable to maintain their work and life balance. For example, if there's a person who is working 9 to 5 doing a job, so after coming home, so if he requires at least 2 hours to cover the distance between his home and office, so when he will come home after the work, so he will be not willing to cook food, so he end up ordering from the restaurant or having some kinds of frozen foods which affect their eating habits, and eventually it will affect their health. A lot changes has been occur in case of dietary patterns. So due to all these things, people are consuming foods in high energy, high sugars, high salts instead of having fruits, vegetables, legumes, dairy products, and whole grains in the diet. So to describe a healthy diet to a particular person, it will vary depending on the person, because he is having different routine, different cultures, different eating habits. Okay, so according to that, we can define a person. We can define from a person to person a different definition of the diets. So but the main constituent of healthy diets remains the same all over the time. So this is all about a diet. So there are some types. We are also going to look at some types. So we can create thousands of different types of diets by combination of different foods. Okay, but we are going to understand here major diets which all the people all over the world follows the most. So let's see. Okay, some diets may classified according to their benefits, like some helps to lower the weight, some helps to gain the weight. Okay, as well as some are beneficial for lowering the LDL cholesterol, that is bad cholesterol, as well as lowering the blood pressure. So according to that, there are different types of diets. The first diet we are going to see is vegetarian diet. So by the name, you may think that it will be of having only vegetables, okay, only vegetarian things, but it is not like that. You have to also basically eating foods which are not animal based, for example, but there is a exception to it, like you can have milk which is an animal based product, as well as eggs. So it is a byproduct of the animals. It is not we are not having any kind of meat from the animals. Okay, so it has been included here in vegetarian diet. So what you can eat in vegetarian diet, you can eat bean, lentils, nuts, and you can also have dairy products and as well as eggs. If you follow this vegetarian diet, then you are having many types of benefits, like you will increase your lifespan. Basically, the people who more likely to have vegetarian diet all over the life can increase their longevity. The second is it lowers the cholesterol of a body. So by having vegetables, you are reducing the risk of cholesterol, high cholesterol. It reduces the risk of stroke and obesity. Okay, you know the obesity. Why obesity occurs? Having high sugars, high salts. Because of it, the person can become obese. And the next is it can also reduces the risk of diabetes. It gives the healthy skin to our body, and the main important benefit is that you are having vegetables, so you are going to get more amount of fibers in your body, which can help to absorb great nutrients from the food that you are eating, you are having, and it also helps to pass the stools very easily from gastrointestinal tract. So this is about the vegetarian diet. The next diet is vegan diet. So you may have been hear of vegan. What is vegan diet? many celebrities, many athletes follow this diet. So the vegan diet is a diet in which people exclude eating anything which is based on animals, including eggs and dairy products. So it is on contrary to vegetarian diet. There we have been having eggs and milk which is animal based, but in the vegan diet we are not having any food which is based on animals, which is derived from animals, which is a byproduct of animals or the animals. The people who follow vegan diet do not adopt it only for healthy reasons, but they also do it to show love, affection towards the nature and animals. These people believe that if they adopt veganism, then modern farming methods would harm less to the nature, and animal would suffer less from the exploitation and cruelty. And you can eat anything which is plant-based food. Basically, in veganism, you can eat anything which is plant-based, not the animal-based. Okay, so what you can eat in vegan diet, you can have legumes, nuts, seeds, vegetables, breads, rice, pasta, and dairy alternatives. If you want to have milk in your diet and you cannot go for cow's milk, then you are having many different alternatives such as soy milk, coconut milk. Many different types of milks are available in market. We have also discussed it in our previous podcast. You can see that, you can watch that. So it is all about the vegan diet, but there are some benefits of vegan diet. Having vegan diets, some benefits like a vegan diet can improve your moods. It also helps to reduce the risk of developing cancer and many other diseases. It can also prevent the risk of type 2 diabetes. It maintains the good healthy weight of our body, and eating the vegan can reduce the pain of arthritis. This is all about vegan diet. So the next diet is ketogenic diet. So by the name you can have a brief idea. It is going to be about the ketones. So let's see what is it. From the last 2 decades, we are achieving milestones in every area of science and technology, but until now the obesity has remained the main threat to the human beings all over the world, with the mortality rate of 2.3 million deaths per year all over the world. So to cope up with obesity, one diet pattern has shown very effectiveness for rapid weight loss. In simple words, it involves reducing carbohydrate intake and increasing the fat intake. Okay, so it is called as a ketogenic diet. So what you can eat in the ketogenic diet, you can have seafood, dairy and its alternatives, meat and poultry, Greek yogurt, olive oils, butter and ghee. And if you wanted to know more about the ketogenic diet, the link is given in the description. Please check out that. Some benefits of the ketogenic diets are it helps the children in case of epilepsy. So what is epilepsy? Epilepsy is a disease which causes in children. So you can also check out that in the description. The next is it improves the mental health of human beings. Improves mental health. Fights obesity. You are not having more carbohydrates as compared to fats. You are having fats in your body. You are not going to take in. You are decreasing the intake of carbohydrates in your body. So basically, it will your energy will, to make out the difference, your body will burn out the fat on your body. So you will lose your weight. It also helps in treatment of the cancer and in the treatment of headaches. So this is all about ketogenic diet. The next diet is Atkin's diet. So Atkin's diet is similar to ketogenic diet because it also emphasizes on high consumption of fat and protein and restrict the intake of carbohydrates. But the main difference between ketogenic diet and Atkin's diet is that in Atkin's diet we are totally restricting the intake of carbohydrates. So a point remember to hear that we are restricting, we are not having any kind of carbohydrates in that duration. Okay, so it will also going to have some side effects. So we will also see some side effects of this Atkin's diet. Usually people follow this diet for weight loss, and this diet suggests that you can reduce the weight while eating as much as protein and fat as you want, but there is a just one condition in which you have to avoid foods that are high in carbohydrates. So basically you can eat the foods which contain high fats, high proteins, but you should not eat uh, any kind of carbohydrates in that duration, so by which uh, you can lose your weight very easily. Atkin's diet, originally promoted by Dr. Robert C. Atkin. The people who follow the diet should avoid sugar, because sugar is also a form of carbohydrate. Whole wheat grains, high carb vegetables, high carb fruits, starches and legumes. Basically it also contains all the carbohydrates. So what you can eat in Atkins diet, you can have fresh fish, seafood, eggs, low carb vegetables. You can have low carb vegetables. Okay, so full fat dairy, nuts and seeds, and healthy fats. So what are the benefits like having protein rich, fat rich diet and avoiding carbohydrates? What are the benefits of these? You can increase your metabolic you can increase your metabolism rate, because you are not having any carbohydrates. So to make up the difference, your body will burn out the fat that is present on your body in your belly area. We have seen in your previous podcast where the most fat deposited in the belly area. So you will lose your weight, you will lose your belly. Okay, so most of the fat present there, and it will eventually, all these things are related to each other, so it will also reduces the risk of diabetes, high blood pressure and heart diseases. So this is about the benefits. So but you are restricting the intake of carbohydrates in your body, so there are going to be some side effects, because you are not having any type of carbohydrates in that duration. So you will going to have headache, dizziness. Okay, because you are not having carbohydrate, which is a very main constituent for our diet, for our body to make up the energy in your body. So you will going to have weakness in that duration, fatigue and constipation also can happen. So this is about the Atkins diet. So before going to adopt any diet, you should consult with your doctor. Okay, so the next diet is the zone diet. The zone diet is a plan which helps to reduce the weight of a person. This diet is based upon an idea in which you have to maintain the ratio of intake of carbohydrate, proteins and fat in a way like that you have to eat 40% carbs, 30% proteins and 30% fat. So this is the ratio in which you have to eat the food. Okay, so by this meal structure, the zone diet promises to reduce the inflammation, because it mainly aims to reduce the inflammation in your body. So it's a benefit you can reduce your inflammation in your body. So what you can eat in the zone diet: for intake of proteins, you can have fish, eggs, low fat cheese and low fat milk for proteins. But for the fats, you can have avocados, then peanut butter, canola oil and sesame oil. Then for the carbs you can have fruits, vegetables, grains, oats and barley. Basically all the basic things of carbohydrates. But you have to eat 40% carbs. You have to eat 40% carbs, 30% fats and 30% proteins. So the benefits include: it helps to lose the weight, enhance the health and improve energy, because you are maintaining a balance, like you are having 40% carbs, 30% proteins and 30% fats. It improves the mental clarity of our body, greater athletic performance. We can have greater athletic performance. It also decreases the inflammation, because the main benefit of this diet is that zone diet is that it increases the blood flow in your body, because of which inflammation reduced in your body, and it also improves the chronic disease condition. So in this way, the zone diet helps our body to cope up with such diseases. So we have understand the diet, what is the diet, basic definition of the diet, how it varies from person to person according to their daily routines, their eating habits. Okay, so it varies in that way. So we have seen the major types of the diets in the world, most followed diets. Okay, because we can create number of thousands of diets by different combinations of foods, different constituents of the food, but the main constituents will remain same, such as proteins, fats and carbohydrates. So this is all about the diets, their benefits. So that's it for today, guys. And if you wanted to follow these diets, you should consult with your physician, your doctor. Then after that, if your doctor agrees to follow such type of diet, then you can follow it. This is for only a knowledge purpose, for information. So please firstly consult with doctor before adapting any kind of diets. So if this podcast has added any good values to life, then please like and share with your loved ones you care the most. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, stay healthy. See you soon in the next one. Bye bye.